What up, Fresh Coast Gaming fans? We're here at Gamer Sanctuary. I'm playing my second game in the Great Lakes Warhammer League. That's Fantasy. We're playing 2,500 points. I'm playing Neil today. He's using Dark Elves, an army that I'm used to playing, but this is the new army book, so it is a little different. And I'm again bringing my Beastmen. Let's take a look at the field here. So not everything is painted. I'm missing more models painted than Neil is, obviously, but I am working on that Bestigor unit that is really bright silver. They're one of the key units left to paint for Adepticon. After that, I have some chariots and some other units to paint as well. We did the GLWL deployment for terrain. There's a house, some trees, a hill, and a marsh over there is that crater up there. On Neil's right flank, he has executioners, 2 bolt throwers, some crossbowmen, some warlocks on horses, the dark riders with spears, and then blackguard with halberds. And on his left flank, he has the Corsairs. They have 2 attacks and a 4+ armor save. And then he's deploying some scouts over here. These are the Shades. They have hand crossbows and great weapons, which is a crazy combination in our opinion. On my right flank, I have my Minotaurs. Hopefully I can leverage those against the dudes with 4+ armor saves to chop them up. Bestigors as well, great weapons, so they're strength 6. I have some Ungor Raiders to hide my Shamaness in there. I'm really afraid of the bolt throwers just grinding up my Shamans over here, so I gotta keep them back a little bit, more than normal. My standard 40 Gore herd right here, with my Army Standard Bearer and General, a Chariot, and then my Ungor with my level 4. You can see he's already flanked me, so that will definitely be something I gotta look out for. Alright, so we will check back after the top of turn 1. So top of turn 1, Neil won first turn, and he got it off. Started it off with redeploying a lot of his army. He moved the Corsairs in the back, moved the Executioners up, the guys in the middle moved up, the Horsies moved up, and the Warlocks moved to the left of my flank over here. So I'm gonna have to see what I can do about this. I imagine not a whole lot. I dropped the Chalice of Dark Rain during his shooting phase, so he killed 5 Ungors and did 2 wounds to the Chariot. Chalice of Dark Rain says -1 to hit with ballistic skill weapons. He also did drop the the Gore's weapon skill by 1. The magic phase was rather uneventful after that. Alright, so let's see what I'm going to do in bottom of turn 1. Alright, so bottom of turn 1, I advanced up my Beastmen on the right. We'll see if they ever leg it into combat. I doubt it. The Chariot charged in here and did a ton of damage. That was pretty awesome. I failed to charge with the Ungors, but the Ungors and the Gores both have Wiston's Wild Form, +1 strength, +1 toughness. I imagine these guys are going to suffer a lot this turn. But they're Beastmen, they love that. Alright, so top of turn 2. Alright, so top of turn 2, Neil went forward. He focus fired the Ungors down and killed a bunch of those bros. Wiston's Wild Form will go away. He also killed my Shaman back here. He hit him with a -1 toughness, and then the Shades shot him. And he killed the Chariot in the middle with the Warlocks. They are very good. Trademark. They're really, really good. And so let's see what happens. The Corsairs in the back failed to swift reform, so they are just hanging out.
Tactically reforming.
So let's see what happens. Alright, so bottom of turn 2, I managed to throw some irresistible force or miscast spells here. The Ungors just did a swift reform. Neil's got me outflanked so hard here that the Beastmen don't really know what to do. The Gores tried to charge up on the Warlocks. The Warlocks fled, and the Shade or Dark Rider fled as well. I redirected and failed the charge. Over here I just marched up, and the Ungor Raiders wheeled around to shoot. really didn't work out that well for me this turn, but the level 4 did switch with her to go back here to get out of harm's way, hopefully. He also lost three spells due to a miscast, so that was terrible. So let's see what happens. Top of turn 3. So Neil's top of turn 3. He retreated back with his
Black guard.
Dark guard? Black guard. And how far are they from my gore now? He's trying to get out of my charge range, which he probably, did. Something like 16 inches or something. 15, so I'd have to roll a 10 to get there. He blocked up my Vestigore with his Warlocks, and the Corsairs are still hanging out.
They tried to charge.
They tried to charge and failed. Over here, the Shades are still shooting me up. This has been a really shooty battle. He has definitely shot me up quite a bit. And the Executioners moved up on my flank as well. Let's see what happens. During the magic phase, he also brought these guys down 3 weapon skill. Used some synergy with Blade Wind, and I dispelled that one. Alright, let's see. Alright, so bottom of turn 3, I actually did manage to get into combat this turn. The Vestigores, who have great weapons, strength 6, managed to kill 2 Dark Elves riding horses. And the Minotaurs failed horribly on their to-hit roll. Rolled like 30% of what they should. It was crazy. But they did win combat, so they're frenzied now. And the Gores over here failed a charge. They did have Occam's Mind Razor cast on them. It did not do a miscast, and he used a Dispel Scroll. And I also got Wisdom's Wild Form on them, but he dispelled that one. So there's actually no spells out right now for me. Alright, so let's see what happens.
Bad news.
What's that? 4, right?
Yeah, that was my turn.
Top of turn 4. Neil did a really awesome job at synergizing that. So he made my Gore right in the middle. He gave them -2 weapon skill, -1 toughness, and -1 strength.
-1 weapon skill, -1 strength, -2 toughness.
-2 toughness really hurts because there were toughness 2 then, I think. And my strength banner really didn't help me very much. Then he closed in with this unit in the front, this unit in the flank, and this unit in the flank as well. And did something like 27 wounds or something like that, with just 23, I think, with the first attack. And then he killed my general, which was really important because he had the Stubborn Crown, so that was going to hopefully keep me in combat so that I could buff them up next turn, but that really didn't work out for me. So they're running. They're right there. They need a double 1 to rally. These guys are running from shooting. They need 7 to rally. These guys are running. They did an 8 to rally. And the Minotaurs actually won their combat, ran off the board. These guys won their combat, but he passed his leadership, which was really bad. I was hoping to swift reform in my turn, or in the last turn, and then I think I could have charged here, or, not gotten boned. So let's see what happens. Alright, so bottom of turn 4. I rallied with those guys. They're probably going to run again. These guys did not rally. These guys rallied over here. They're hiding behind the hill. Vestigores finally killed that horsey, and the Minotaurs came off the board to threaten something. So top of turn 5. It's kind of just mop-up mode for Neil here now. Alright, so top of turn 5, I did manage to kill some of Neil's Blackguard, but he did like 27 wounds to me total. Plus the general, 23. 23 total wounds to the Vestigore. I did 10 back, which wasn't bad. The big thing was Power of Darkness giving his dudes +1 strength. That was pretty awesome. It made him strength 5 against my toughness 5. That really helped. Over here, the Minotaurs got shot up pretty bad, but I think they only took 2 wounds total, maybe. Yeah, I lost a guy. And over here, he moved up the Executioners to face off against my Ungor. So this is bottom of turn 5, and it might be over. Well, I guess we'll have to go another turn unless I get all of my guys killed. Alright, so let's see what happens. Okay, so bottom of turn 5, I still have some models on the board. That Minotaur was a Baus and killed some Dark Elves. They're fleeing. They'll probably rally this turn and he'll get shot up. The Ungor charged into the Executioners despite probably better things to do. I realized I probably couldn't get out of their charge arc, and I should go for the glory. Over here he put Occam's Mind Razor on them, so they did have some punch, but they mostly got murdered. Alright, let's see what happens. This is top of turn 6. Alright, that was top of turn 6. Neil killed everything the Minotaur. I have my Great Bray Shaman left. He is going to fly away to live another day and bring his Primal Fury back when Neil least expects it. So I think overall we learned today that the Dark Elf new army book is pretty good, although Beastmen are kind of not as great of a challenge, but it was pretty fun. Neil had some solid strategy, baiting me into the middle and then destroying my Gore Horde right during the middle of the game. So stay tuned to Fresh Coast Gaming for your next Fantasy Battle Report. Take it easy.